let's see what we have for the second day of Navratri, the festival where we celebrate the 9 avatars of the Divine Goddess. Yesterday's message was quite vague, and sometimes that happens. Tarot and oracle cards are like that sometimes, and but those messages go into the subconscious, and therefore are clearing your subconscious for some more information coming in. The dream I just had, I don't know, I was looking for a house, a new house to stay in London, basically. And then in the meanwhile, I had stopped over at a friend's place, who's not friend's place, this was some random person, and then they morphed into some relatives of mine, and then back again to their original form. They had puppies, and so the thing I was eating was I have animal fur dander allergies, and then the thing I was eating was I was also allergic to it. So basically, I think my subconscious mind was trying to remind me of the things that I'm allergic to. A personal issue reaches resolution. Well, thank God, full moon in thank Goddess. Full moon in Cancer. Wonderful. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Okay. And we have worked through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So if you, in your personal life, if you've just struggled to interact or have a normal relationship with people who there isn't something such as breakup, or it could only be like a falling out sort of a situation, not a breakup. So those are personal issues. Like it's easier with boyfriends and girlfriends, like, or spouses. It's like you can actually talk about these things that, we're not good for each other, or this is not working out, etc. Where's the tree? Yeah, that's the tree. That is the tree. Oh, here. That's the tree. Do you see the tree? Anyway, so you can actually talk about these things when you're dating someone, right? Or you're with someone. But at the same time, we do not pay attention to the other relationships, and or not even pay attention, but we tend to leave them in the back burner. Okay, there is no sort of manuscript. Wherever you go, you'll hear about relationship advice and this and that, but not with you. Even with parents, we've got somewhat close to being able to understand how to communicate with them through all the problems. And the most toughest relationships we honestly have are with our parents. And but what about our peers? And the peers' age range, and the sheer variety of how we get into those connections and why we need those connections can be quite, the range can be quite large and wide open. So you don't understand how to respond to an issue that arises within your peer group. All right, so you you might be resolving that problem on your own by like talking to yourself, and that is what I'm getting. Like, this is going to be very, very personal. Prosperity lies ahead. It seems like a clearing of energy within you, especially mental energy, because what was this? Cancer. Sorry, emotional energy. A lot of emotional clearing. You did not know where to place these emotions. Where were they coming from? And now probably getting the chance to evaluate. Oh, great! Another word instead of judgment. So you're getting a chance to evaluate. Oh, look, win-win outcome is forecast. You're getting to evaluate the influence, type of emotional influence people have had on your life, and you're going to close that chapter. And once that is done, you can focus on your prosperity, prospering. Like, this is like next month we're going to be celebrating Diwali, so that's a time, very prosperous time. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. We have the full moon and the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. So if you think that this has affected not only you, your peer group, not your family members' peer group, but your peer group has affected or has any effect, negligent it might be or irrelevant, but has had some sort of effect on your family, like your closest family unit, just know that they can't handle the situation on their own, and they also have a connection with your peer group, and your peer group somehow is a part of their peer group as well, and they're safe. Whatever they're doing, they are safe. Okay. A fiery climax approaches, but I'm being asked not to take this card. A win-win outcome is forecast. I'm hearing somebody is going to win this contract. It's like you might not know that it was sort of a competition, but win this contract, win over the situation. There's a victory here. There's a victory. If this is a love situation, let's come to the love situation. This is career, basically, what I got because of it coming coming out next to prosperity. So if this is a win-win situation, and you're hoping in career-wise, if you've applied for a job or if you've applied for a freelance gig, contract, whatever, and in business, if there is some sort of contract running and you have no idea how many other people have applied to this, etc., but it's like something is going to happen suddenly where there is this, out of all of this confusion of like having to process peer groups, especially in Korea, this company is going, the other party is going to sort of realize that there is massive alignment between you and them, and that's why you're going to win. Other contenders might have other points that are there and seem very nice, and the whole typical shebang. I've got so many years of experience and I bring this and that and such, but energetic alignment, like finally we reached that place where business places, workplaces, HR departments, etc., are going to look at energetic alignment. 10-10, as I said that. Gone are the days when they're looking at only materialistic stuff, okay? Because now they've understood that it is so, so crucial. So you might have not even applied to any other place, and you're going to be headhunted. You're going to get those calls on your own. Or you might have applied and then just let it go, but it's somehow you won based on your energy that you put out there and nothing else, not even your educational background. And I'm sure, you have all of these massively amazing credentials, but the intention as well as the action that followed up, in every single aspect of you is going to win over. You need, not only are you going to win this win-win situation is just like you and you, okay? Not only are you going to win over the job opportunity, business opportunity, career opportunity, it's like you're winning in that other aspect as well, where it's finally being seen by the world very clearly. That is karmic justice. Libra is karmic justice, full moon in Libra. Any sort of adversity is going to start dwindling after after the next full moon. Of course, it's going to be in Scorpio season, and I don't know which signs it's going to be in. But okay, your dreams need a practical plan. All right then. Yeah, start writing it down on paper. So, okay, sorry. If this is a romantic situation, I forgot about that. The win-win situation card. If this is a romantic situation, let's talk about love. Let's include love in this reading, which I try to do. I don't want to separate readings anymore. I want to make them wholesome and inclusive of all the categories. Okay. So, if this is a love situation and you've been wondering if it is reciprocated by this person, please understand now again, there is alignment here. There's alignment here, energetic alignment. And it's so evident now, and it is so fathomable. Now you can actually visualize it, conceptualize it, and start thinking about how you can bring both your lives together, okay? But it's time to actually sit down and make a plan. Start with scratch. Year 0 being 2023, or whenever you're watching this, okay? Year 0, such and such thing. What are we carrying forward? If you have a little bit of history, or if you know a little bit about this person and they know about you, okay? That seems to have, again, fit into each other's life. Somehow you made it fit. And you're taking from that point onwards into the future. But this is going to require a little bit of... We have more full moons here, and I'm thinking a lot of baggage needs to be dropped, especially with that point of peer groups. The peer groups might have affected your relationship, okay? They might have affected your connection. We have a new romantic cycle begins again. So I have a feeling that your person is sort of dedicated dedicated to you, and so are you. Both your energies, I'm sensing, I'm feeling like literally focused on each other, like, intensely. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, not fighting with each other. What do you want? What do you want? No, it's like, what does he want? What does she want? You're very clear, very steady, very focused, because finally you're getting the chance to do that. Like I said, with this prosperity card, finally getting the chance to do that. Finally getting the chance to think of the home. Finally getting the chance to think about the pets. Finally getting the chance about what you're eating, which is innocent but still you're allergic to it. It's poisonous to you. Or there's something about, temperature fluctuations, like, hot and cold. Like, if there is a sort of a matching of that as well. There's the matching that as well. So if y'all are in the mood, both of y'all are in the mood to think about the future of this connection, this relationship, okay? And at the same time, if you'll both lose interest in focusing on this, both of y'all are losing. So it's like, it's not first they might have y'all might have also experienced going through a sort of mismatch, like, so first they were sort of, whenever they were ready, you were tired, or like you were not in the mood. And it was that sort of a dynamic. Or if you were not if you were in the mood, and they were bored or tired, you all might have gone through this, like, on a very longer period. It's not like in 24 hours or in like 1 hour. Like, for the first 15 minutes, they were excited about discussing what's going to happen and things like that in life, and what's happening, and very chatty. And then they just like they were not interested in discussing anything about life. Like, even if you all have many common topics, it's like suddenly they just couldn't find anything, like blanking out basically. And then and then you were suddenly very chatty for the rest of the 15-20 minutes. And then I'm not even talking about that. It's like one entire month, whenever and especially whenever they were getting chatty, their peer groups was like pulling them into activities. This is like a stretch of 3 months have passed by where they were in a chatty mood. They were available. They did not have immediate responsibilities when it came to their money or family, right? And then, but their peer group, whenever they had it a little easy, when they could take a break in life and think for themselves, their peer groups were affecting. And for 3, 6, 8 months, like, they were taking away their attention. Whenever you were ready, it's like your peer groups as well were not giving you that space. I feel that your peer groups were more like on a daily basis, like, because I see one party more of going up and down in energy levels, enthusiasm levels during the day, okay? Up and down during the day. And one person is like months or days or weeks, right? It's basically that up and down, up and down, up and down. So that also makes it a very good match. That also helps you understand the energy dynamic of when it's not going to match. Obviously this phase is here to stay. It's like energetic alignment is there's a sort of permanency to that, okay? There's a permanency to that energetic alignment where both of you all are. So they are also going to have to get used to the fact that their energy levels might just dip somewhere during the day, releasing their fears, okay? might dip somewhere during the day. And then you're also going to have to understand that you're going to you're going to be working with heightened levels of energies for months, and then it's just going to dip for a long period of time, where one party, whichever party, is used to going up and down every day, but having that general enthusiasm going on steady all throughout the year. Now you're going to have to understand the seasonal shifts. So it's like you're going to have to understand there is one season, I'm guessing, for your counterpart, right? Romantic counterpart. There's one season where they just really can't function, and this could be for you as well. Just can't really function or don't like, right? But you were getting through those seasons before meeting this person. But after the energetic alignment, it's like whichever season you don't like, you just can't function. So there's going to be 2 seasons in the year where you're not going to be able to function. So that is about like 6 months. You're going to have to learn to hibernate. And during that time, you're going to be always faced with each other, okay? You're going to be faced with each other, and that's going to be your life energetically right now. But as we've spoken in previous reading, it starts energetically first. So your energy has moved completely away from toxic peer group persons, right? And towards your soul family, and towards people who are going to be able to give you the caring, nurturing connections which toxic peer groups couldn't do, right? It's just you are always going to be out of energetic alignment with certain people. You learn to accept that. And when your energy started moving towards that, you started understanding what is more suitable to you, and hence more caring and nurturing. It's not the action, it's not the words. Maybe this peer group was even more local. Yeah, they could have been local, and they could have been more vocal and more actively participant in your life, because they wanted to do the best thing for you, but had zero understanding of the energy of your energy, and how the energetic dynamic between y'all, and how it's not working out, right? But now your energy, just once you sort of decided that no more, your energy is just sort of shifted into the place where it gets the other side of energy gets you. I also feel like somebody just like said, here, come over here, let's go there, you know because most of us like don't even care, like, okay, you're not getting along with people, okay, fine, like, whatever. But like this, and your soul family, your soul tribe, or people with energy that is more in alignment with you, who can give you that, sort of just like brought you over there. And here is your person, that ultimate soulmate, that divine counterpart, right? You met them, and so during those months of hibernation, where now this could be 3 months and 3 months clubbed together and into one stretch of 6 months, or it could be 3 months. 3 months you'll pretty I'm just talking about how you can plan towards this, okay? That is why I'm going into details of this. So 3 months, one season, and then you're active, and then the second season you're not so much, and you'll are spending a lot of time with each other, and then the next 3 months you'll are actively participating, and then in outside activities, and then 3 months you'll are spending a lot of time with each other. But for most I'm getting it's 6 months and then 6 months of the year, the 6 month chunk of heavily participating in the outside world activities, which will include the peer groups that y'all are part of, like 2 peer groups. And I have a feeling that those peer groups have completely changed. There might be some prominent faces from both the peer groups that are there, but the toxicity has been completely cleared out. Okay, has been completely cleared out. The toxic influences, the really harmful ones, have been cleared out of this of the scenario. Like, those bonds have broken and are going to continue dissolving. Something about this full moon, the upcoming full moon, whenever you're watching this, and especially watching it right now towards the end of it, it's going to highlight that. It's going to highlight that to each other, that okay, the toxic peers, the toxic company has left for good, forever. That's why it's the right time to sort of observe your energy levels throughout the day. So which one of the counterparts are you? Are you the one whose energy levels goes up and down during the day, or are you the counterpart whose energy level dips into season? Which season has been the least suitable for you, where you can actually keep your energy levels in balance? A new romantic cycle beginning just means this: you understanding, you're finally able to pay attention to these things, so that you can participate in this romantic cycle now. Cycles always begin and close. Okay, and we had a new moon in Libra, so new romantic cycle has begun. What is the work that you're supposed to do in this romantic cycle? Let's say if it's from the full moon to the new moon, it's about planning, practically planning. Not saying take a pen and paper down and plan for the rest of your life. No, at least plan for energetic stuff, because that's where we are at right now with our person, energetically. Okay, also think about this, like, this, whatever this job and whatever this practical, whatever you do for career, work, occupation, or even if you don't have a sort of official designated career thing going on with you, whatever you're doing that forms your own unique career, right? Think about it, on how that's going to, how you're going to accommodate that in your love life, not vice versa. Okay, not your love life in your career, with your career life. No, how is this? There is some sort of highlighting going on as well. Okay, with your love life. We had a fiery climax approaches. I was okay, let's take this card, let's read it. And nothing is yet set in stone. These 3 cards came out yesterday as well, like a new romantic cycle begin, nothing set in stone, and not this one. Okay, just these 2 then. Okay, so nothing is set in stone, as in, whatever's happened in your life, whatever you've done, it's not permanent. It can change, and there's a massive shift in energy. First, there is like double confirmations coming in of energetic alignment, And like we discussed, first it starts energetically, then your mind, then we've already reached the planning stage of the top level relationship in our life. We've already reached the mental state where we are planning for this. And Taurus is an earth sign, practical planning, which means that even in the mental state, even in the mind, in the thought forms that we have, we've reached the physical aspects of things, material aspects of things, which will include time, dates, objects, material thing, material resources, money being probably, yes, they're out there somewhere, but that's like the afterthought. How much is it going to just, okay, and then you've processed it. The mind is on the last stage. So of this journey so far of you all coming together in union with the true life that you're supposed to be living, with the person that you're supposed to be living. In the mental arena, this is the last stage because you've reached practicality in your thought forms. Okay? Which means it's going to materialize. So whatever has happened so far, all the history with you and this person, as well as the peer group and all of the things that you set up, they were temporary. We are moving into permanency here in the thoughts first, and then it's actually you're actually going to see something which is going to be very, very long term. You're going to know the difference between this nothing is yet set in stone, everything just like gets leveled, up leveled every time you do something, and that's the energy that I'm getting here. Like, nothing set in stone. Every time you start something, it just gets up leveled. Like, just gets turned out or gets thrown out of your life, or just gets snatched out of your hands, or you get snatched away into some sort of other situation. This has been happening, right? So now it's like that you're kind of used to that, nothing sticking. You're kind of used to that, so you're okay when this energy when this energy came up even yesterday. You were like, hey, yeah, okay, nothing set in stone. But you might have treated this permanent relationship or this career option as the history with your person, the baggage that they're carrying, the baggage that you're carrying, okay, and your initial meetings or introduction or whatever it was, or even the energetic knowing of this person and then sensing that baggage, right, and as well sensing your baggage, right, and then saying that, oh, okay, I don't think it's going to happen. My life was already written because of 3333. I already made this decision, and then this relationship that I was in with someone has affected me energetically, etc., etc. This baggage, I'm still carrying all of that. And you're feeling that you're going to carry all of that before. So it's like, oh, this is the qualification I had, this is the qualification I didn't have, and this and that, and that's why I have this sort of career only. No. All of that is shifting. All of that was temporary. All of that was for you to, I don't know, understand energy dynamics, understand how your thought forms. How your thoughts are formed based on energy dynamics. And now that learning is over, personal issue, there is some sort of personal issue which you couldn't wrap your head around on how to end this, how to conclude it. It comes to an end. There is possibly going to be some sort of fight, but I'm seeing it's like if two people are in concern, like, you know, it's you and your person, your divine counterpart, the counterpart, the ultimate counterpart for you in this lifetime, the one and only for you. It's like you are just going to just dissolve that issue, and they are going to have to like face that. For you, that issue is just getting dissolved and written out of your life. Along with that will go, you are flushing away all of those connections and all those people, all those faces in a very offhand manner, and it's done. It's irrelevant if it's done crisp and clean. It's okay if it's shabby, because it's just going. It's irrelevant and insignificant. But your person might have the other party has to literally raise their levels, energetic level, and just send like a sonic blast, like boof, and end it. There might be fights and arguments, arguments, like a very difficult ex, or a difficult set of family members, peer groups, where they're going to, they're all charged up, like, you know, they're all fired up, okay? And they're basically saying that you know, whatever's happened in the past, they're going to have to actually say it and explain it in a very short burst, okay? In a fiery sort of way. So the other party, if you are one of the other party, the other group, because I feel both the sets are going to end up hearing this, okay? So if you are finding to have to confront, if you're seeing a confrontation, okay, coming up, if you're seeing a confrontation with your peer group where you have to tell them clearly that it's done, it's over, be ready for it, and you are finally, you are, if you're a person who has avoided this confrontation for a very long time, the answers you need are coming, okay? So don't need to worry. It's like, you'll know what to say, you'll know what to do. Just trust that you know the best. All right, so let's see what the fairy Lenormand Oracle. It's like there is a duct there up there, a rain gutter or rain roof, and it makes a lot of noise. Like their talons make a lot of noise. And they get very curious as to what I'm doing in general. Like they've been seeing me sitting on the sofa for such a long time, and then suddenly now I'm here with my back against the window. Whenever the birds have seen me near the windows, always like looking up at there, like, you know. And I get very interesting birds here as well sometimes. But there's construction going on the side, the property that's right next to us, and since then all those rare birds have gone away. All the exceptionally shy birds have gone away, and the very loud ones, like the crows and the pigeons, the ravens, eagles are there as well, and what else? Parrots, you know, parrots are what I love. Parrots, because they don't shy away, like, you know, and they're always doing something interesting. With the other birds, like, you see another interesting bird and then you want to take a picture, there's just like such snobs, they'll fly away. Okay, like I said, I mentioned some time ago, I think in the last reading, dark night of the soul ends, and somebody could be 36 years old, okay? So you might have just come out of the dark night of the soul if you are having to confront people. You might, because it was taking I mean, your energy levels had dipped quite a bit. You might have avoided any and all confrontation and or conversation. Not hermit mode It's just that you were unable to relate to anybody, especially the egocentric relationships that were there in your life. Like, we built egocentric relationships so far in our life, and luckily one half of the counterpart ship gets to, so it could be split 50-50 as well. Okay, so in some cases they are going to be able to just let them dissolve and run out of their life, you know, those relationships, and have to confront some relationships. And you are you're probably, like, you know, having to do that as well, you know. So exactly the opposite, like, you know, okay, they got to let those certain relationships just leave their life without confrontation. You're going to get that set of people in your life in that category. You're going to have to confront 404. Right. That's my code for Aries not found, is Aries here. So be prepared for confrontation, and because this is personal issues getting resolved. Let's see, a new romantic cycle begins. We've covered everything, nothing set in stone. So we got the Fairy Lenormand Oracle. I just got that sort of download for me to tell you that it's both the counterparts might have to go through a confrontation. One of y'all have gone through that major dark night of the soul ending, and the other one has gone through a reciprocation. So, hey, like, you know, that sort of, hey, you know, I've done the dark night of the soul many times before, but this is the first time I'm doing it with the awareness of you, my divine counterpart, my twin flame, my divine soulmate, wherever you are, whatever you are resonating with so far in your journey. Like, you know, sort of, okay, here, this is of awareness. I'm going through a dark night of the soul with the awareness of you being the one. All right, so mice, people have been eating away at your resources. So there's pilferages happening around you and that energy. Okay, doppelganger energy coming up. Okay, the final confrontation might be with somebody who is projecting a fake image, false image, or just outright copying you. Oh, fish. I didn't mean to say that, but there was something about, I mean, I connected it to this doppelganger energy. And her energy is like disgusting. Whoever's had that energy, like, you know, in my peer group, it was just sickening to the stomach. Y'all might have just concluded. Y'all might have been. I mean, I've been able to just dissolve it, but when I had to confront it, it was just horrible. You can't do anything about these people. They're just obsessed. They're very obsessive. Okay, but it's been shut off for good. Okay, coffin. It's been put in the coffin. Okay, it's something about this evil water spirit. If you are interested in myth and mythology, there's something about a water spirit. Something about Hades. This is about something about old karma. There is this entity. There's this old evil spirit. Okay, that we are introduced to through water spirit. This old water spirit. I read it somewhere, but it was related to, like, you know, narcissistic abuse. So basically, I think this is a good time to introduce this. In secular terms, what we call a narcissist is actually, in biblical analogy, it's a demon. So how you get assigned an angel and spirit guides, you get assigned demons, okay? So, and angels and demons, these are energy beings. Spirit guides are just like literally one category of one large energy. And I watched it in a movie, The Pope's Exorcist. It's like this demon, one demon can occupy multiple people at the same time, okay? So apparently this water spirit, this water demon, is one of the demons that was assigned to you, to us, okay? Very few of us, and you've put it to rest, you've put that energy to rest, but it has been a very tough energy. 10 of wands, 10 of clubs, and it's like finally you had to. Same time your person was going through this as well, but I'm guessing that they with you it was happening overtly, so it was happening in your face. With them it was happening covertly, so like they had no idea people had stolen their identity. With you were very, very aware, like, you know, you are constantly aware of this activity, whereas they were not. And then suddenly when you've sort of perfected the process of putting a lid on this energy, right? It's something about babies as well, something by birth. You saw something about babies, and you know, some sort of mix up and things like that, and realize that people can start looking like their family even if they're not related, right? People can start looking like the people that they spend time with and not be related, something of that. So this doppelganger spirit, it's predominantly placed in one or less than a handful, like, you know, less than 3 people. I'm getting there might be 3 major people in the peer group, or there might be just one in the peer group that is the main vessel for this, okay? Could be 3, could be 3 or 4, not more than 5. It's okay, let's just say not more than 5, okay? People who are part of your peer group. Let's extend the peer group to include very close friends and family as well. But I feel that the main host of this was recently introduced to you. What was the most recent introduction? So this could have been, okay, this could have been the one who was introduced to you at birth. Like, you know, this demon was the one, the doppelganger demon was introduced to you. Was the demon assigned to you at birth? So you knew them at a very, very young age, okay? And just sort of put an end to that. You put a lid on that connection. Because all throughout your life, you might have felt this, it's insidious. Whoever is introduced to this energy, like you were introduced to this energy, demons are like that, you know, angel, like, you know, whichever angel you're assigned, right? Whoever is your angel, and especially if you are resonating with the divine counterpartship, the archangel, there's an archangel assigned to you, which is Archangel Michael, and every other angelic spirit, the good spirit, celestial spirit, including the gods and goddesses, are actually taking instructions from the Archangel Michael to help you heal, to help you reach your highest potential, to live the life that you have to venture around. Okay, so if you're finding yourself in that portion, know that you were assigned Archangel Michael. Okay, so that is why you might have understood that these people who have always been against you, which you could have categorized as enemies, would always still ended up doing something that has benefited you. And that's why these people who have been jealous of you, etc., just plainly jealous, even if they're not working under they're not narcissistic or whatever, just like people who just don't like you, and then they sort of plot against you, or always are like, you know, hating on you all the time, like, you know, they're so insignificant and irrelevant that you can't even categorize it as narcissistic abuse, or their ability to hate on you is so little. It's like, or you can't categorize it as something like, you know, calling it narcissistic abuse and giving them that label is literally categorizing them, but it's irrelevant. You always were faced with like a large set of people who were just confused as to how you're getting everything done. Is because you have the Archangel Michael, like, you know, working for your benefit all the time, through all the harsh breakups, all the financial turmoil, emotional turmoil. You were getting through everything because you're the Archangel. Even if twin flame journey, especially if you're resonating with the divine counterpart, divine soulmate, yes, but you do have a very high level archangel assigned to you. It could be Gabriel, it could be Uriel, it could be wherever you are in your soul's journey, whatever. It could be Raphael, you know, if you're needing we see green, a lot of green here, 1, 2, 3, and I'm seeing a lot of green here as well, like, you know, look at this, green, 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 you know. So could be Archangel Raphael as well, very powerful angel, and like listens to no one or nothing, waits for nothing. If the healing has to begin, it has to begin, you know. It's like that with Archangel Raphael. So okay, so that evil spirit, let's just say, every time, wherever you finally recognize that you can put a lid on this, you can let go of this friendship and just can dissolve and move out of your life for good with balance. Like, you know, disconnected is basically disconnected. You're not feeling love, you're not feeling the hate, you're no longer fueling this demon with your hatred. You stop that immediately. In the movie Insidious, it's such an amazing series of movies to understand narcissism. Narcissism is literally described in too many places as demonic activity. Like the narcissist is actually a demon, or the person who is inflicting or doing that demon's work for you are narcissistic abusers. So they are housing a demon, and slowly that demonic energy is eating away at their humanity, and they have been chosen to basically turn to the dark side and turn into demons. Okay, so you can't pretty much do anything about this, and this is exactly why the personal issue is coming to a close. You can't do anything about it. As personal issue comes to a close, everybody's soul's journey, they chose this. you approved it. If they've come into your life at such close quarters, and this was the soul's journey, you said, okay, if this is what you need to go through, sure. And if you've come to ask for my blessings or approval or go ahead, check, great, okay. But that main person from the peer group who was attached to you since you were a little baby, that was assigned to you, the main vessel, the main host, the main demon in human form, that you've learned to put a lid on it. That's this doppelganger energy is going to go away, okay? So you were hearing a distorted, malevolent, malicious, vicious, toxic version of the instructions that you were supposed to be getting, okay? And this is an ancient old entity. So one of the demons that is listed is this water spirit, evil water spirit. I think Hades. So here's a king. So he's the king of the underworld, Hades. So it's literally like the king of diamonds. That is the king of pentacles. So it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, pentacles, diamonds, okay? We have the Queen of Cups here, as a Queen of Hearts, as the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Wands, 10 of Clubs, and number 15, 17, so you might have met someone when you were 15, 17, 16, we have 16 here, 6 of Cups, 6 of Hearts, that's the past. So somebody that you met in your mid-teenagers, in your teenagers, early teenagers, okay, 34. And at the age of 34, you started realizing what the hell was going on. Nine of diamonds. This energy basically wanted to unalive you at the age of 8. They started planning on this demon started planning on unaliving you at the age of 8. Seven of Cups. There's something about a tree as well. At the age of 5, they tried to unalive you at the age of okay, so they started planning since the age of 5 and wanted to unalive you by 8, which obviously hasn't worked out. But around about that time, 5 to 8, you might have understood that angelic assistance coming into your life. Especially at the age of 8, you might have realized that there's angelic assistance, spirit guidance, assistance. And at the age of 16, you were absolutely 100% sure that your life has become like a war spiritual. Your life is a battlefield for spiritual warfare. Okay, so like angels versus demons, mainly. Or you feel like your life has been taken over and it's in their hands, but hey, you have your career and your love life to help you out with this the energies that are at constant battle, and then your life needs to be arranged and rearranged according to what's going on in that spiritual warfare. And it's an eternal war, okay? It's an eternal war. But there's something significant, some significant event has happened where you always hear the Archangel Michael entered hell and destroyed everything, and all the souls were shipped off to heaven or destroyed. All the demons were killed and all the souls trapped there were sent to heaven. It's one of those scenarios that just happened, and you are going to be feeling that, and that's what's going to shape your life. And it's a good thing, trust me, because now the original set of instructions that were supposed to come to you at the age of 16 from the original source, where they were literally intercepting all of that, they were intercepting all of that information, this doppelganger. So let's say you were getting information from your starseed guide, right? Your starseed guide. There are also they're basically your alien guides, right? So the alien guides have been sending you instructions since the age of 18, but sometimes it used to get that information used to be sent to these other people who are mimicking your energies. And now finally all of that is since that energy, the doppelganger energies, the copycat energy, has been put to rest, you're going to start getting, so this is a little bit in the future, is still like reeling from the fact that the Archangel Michael basically destroyed a very big chunk of very prominent chunk of hell, the inferno. Okay, so once that sort of settles in, this will start showing up, the relationship will start showing up, okay, and the instructions will then follow. You already have all of the material that they intended to send you. I'm being asked to tell you this. You already have the material that they were intending to send you, but now you're going to start hearing the instructions very clearly. You're hearing, it could be that. So this it could be through your career. So the instructions that you're getting on email or whatever, you've got to know it's coming from a very very high level, and you're going to be processing all of that information, like, you know, that you've gotten, or that was kept from you. I'm also getting that, you know, this information might have been stored in a pocket somewhere. Let's say there's this big massive database server space, right? And there's file label should be for such and such person's eyes only, for the collective, me, all right, for only, so it gets stored there. And then till this is done, do not release this information to this person. The set of letters, the set of process manuals, this historical proof and evidence. And then once this energy settles down, okay, it's put to rest. This demon has been put to rest. And you will know. You will know this once it's put to rest, and then this information is going to start flooding in. But I have to stress one of the requirement is that you're embracing this new romantic cycle. Conclusions are within reach, okay? So this cycle, the previous cycle is getting concluded, and you've got to embrace this. Once there is union between you and your counterpart, that is when this information, this knowledge is going to be released to you for you to be able to work with it. I know this is a very, very long reading, but I'm going to close it there. I hope you enjoyed it and it was helpful as well. It's good to know how this dimension works with the spiritual and higher dimension aspects, right? It's through us that the cosmos, the universe learns, and it's through the universe we learn about ourselves, okay? And our lives here in the third dimension. Something very important about the third dimension, the Earth's evolution, ascension. So it's the civilization, Earth, civility, dignity, and respect. Okay, now it's time. It's time we leave our brutal ways and move into civility, dignity, and respect. I got this from a narcissistic survivor channel. Sometimes simplifying it and putting it into simple words, but something like that, without making it biblical, mythological, looking at it in a very basic way of the effect. Who could be the people who've been working under this energy, the influence of it can simplify it, can help you forgive, can help you get over the sort of hatred that we feel, the repulsion that we feel for certain people who've been functioning under this energy. We identify the main character, the main evil spirit that was assigned to us in our lives. You know, it helps us identify when you actually go to the channel that can explain to you in very basic terms, okay? Basic terms that can normalize this issue that we've been reluctant to discuss, right? And once that's done, then we can actually look at tarot readings in a very, very different light. So with the movie Insidious, that's how she decides to fight away this demon that's been haunting her since she was a child. And she realizes that her father was taken over by this demon, and that's why they had such a terrible relationship. And the way she defeats this demon is by she literally says, I'm going to stop fueling you with hate. Okay? If we focus more on this, on love, okay, on our twin flame journey, our twin flame, our soulmate, our divine counterpart, right? Because that is the relationship where we are going to get that, to exchange that unconditional love with another person, right? It's just they match or come very close to your own soul's frequency, and through the divine feminine energies we can we have the ability to create the life, shape our lives, communicate with our spirit guides, alien guides, right? You know, the archangels, we can communicate with them in this okay. So severe punishment for the demonic spirits, or appropriate punishment as for the demon. So the demons that were assigned are getting rounded off, right? And once you stopped giving them energy in any form, like, you know, hate, love, the first thing you did, that you started telling them, no, I'm now focused on my journey, my own soul's journey. And at the end of it, I definitely don't see your face. That's confirmation. That's Archangel Gabriel, like, there, right? It's a trickster spirit as well. Archangel Gabriel is known as as Loki in Norse mythology. Like, you know, it's equated with Loki and being the trickster spirit, also attached with Aquarius, age of Aquarius, right? So all that trickery is sort of like confirmation. It's come to an end only when you decided what is your real soul's journey and who is at the end of it with you. Okay. So yeah, so if you focus more on that, them being closest to your soul, or the actual other incarnation of your soul here with you, that's like you are focused on that connection more, and your love story, and then that's how the dissolving of the connections, the insidiousness starts happening. Whatever you might have absorbed from these connections, these peer groups, starts dissolving once it's not forgiveness, once you start disassociating and stop fueling them.